I've been attracted to the idea of seeing Brave New World on stage really ever since first reading it as a teenager. I think it's a book that so captures the imagination of a young person because it's about the way that we engage with those around us and how we conform to society. And I think what makes it a unique prospect for any reader and a uniquely theatrical prospect for an audience is that unlike the other dystopian work that we're now also familiar with from the latter part of the 20th century, work by George Orwell, Asimov, Huxley, Atwood, and so on and so forth, what you see in Aldous Huxley's Brave New World is a very open-armed piece of work that has a great sense of humour to it and a great sense of humanity to it. But you also see a piece of work that is less about the way in which Huxley, as a writer, is trying to prophesize about the future, and much more a piece of work that hypothesizes about how the future of science, medicine, technology, politics, economics might affect human relationships and human behaviour as we understand them today. So really, Aldous Huxley is not trying to create a kind of dreamscape of an imaginary future, but rather he's trying to put on stage characters, individuals from our world, and to really draw an audience in by humanising the characters that he introduces to us in his novel, taking us on a journey alongside them, and ultimately asking, would we do anything differently under these circumstances, and trying to reflect back at us the conditions of our own world by kind of taking them to the most extreme, the most grotesque, and that's kind of really where the satire lies, in his ability to quite brilliantly identify things in the world around him in the 1920s and 1930s, and indeed the world around us in our own decade today, that will be constants as well as things that will inevitably change.